All right, going to be doing a recap for today. Was a little bit of a roller coaster. I did not take any trades. This is on the Combine and then the XFA. You can see absolutely nothing. And to be quite frank, there really wasn't a whole lot to target today. So coming into market open, what I did notice was us kind of hovering below this 4-hour high. This is, I think, the weekly high from last week, if I'm not mistaken, which it really should be. Yeah, so we had the weekly high completely edged it. So we just formed a relative equal high in the 4 hour. So this will eventually get ran through. I don't know how we didn't take it out. This was right at market open. So right at before market open, I really did want to see us take it out. I kind of wanted to see us manipulate lower, leave that 4 hour high to target. I just don't even know how we didn't take that out, especially with it being a 4 hour. Now, what else is absolutely insane is if we see us on NQ, obviously market opens, we shoot up. We go over to ES. ES literally went the opposite direction. I could not believe this. These indexes were so far apart, like throughout pretty much the whole day until now. They were so far apart. We could see right at market open, we dumped and then go over to NQ. Like I said, we were ripping up. So that meant we had quite the extensive SMT. I think you can probably see it already. Well, we had this bullish one on the 5 minute. We had bullish ones and bearish ones just getting thrown around. We had this huge bearish one here on the 5 minute. So we see us make higher highs here. What candle was that? The market open candle? No, that was the 8, 20, and 9 in market open candle. So then we go to the 820 candle and the market open candle on ES. We are making lower highs. So it just goes to, you can just do it to right here. We're making lower highs. It is crazy. We form a huge bearish SMT, but then because ES is actually ripping so far down, we end up forming a bullish one off of this one. So we see NQ, we are making higher lows. We go over here to ES, we are making lower lows. So it is a bullish one. So we have a bearish one and a bullish one on the 5 minute, which makes it very difficult. And we also were resting right below this 4 hour high. So I really couldn't find an entry. We can see on the 5 minute, it is super choppy. Like we didn't really know what the hell we wanted to do. Even going on the 1 minute time frame, we were very unclear what we wanted to do. There wasn't much of an entry. We did have this IFVG up here, but again, we literally ripped up right after that and then nothing happened. So it was just really disgusting today. Like I went over how far these indexes were right at market open. Makes it very difficult to trade when you have 5 minute bullish, and bearish SMTs. And mind you, they're pretty strong SMTs too. Those aren't small SMTs in the slightest. Like those are legitimately sized SMTs going in different directions. So I'll go over here actually to Forex Factory. And we'll see today we had absolutely no news, literally completely no news Monday. Very lame day. No news Monday in December after Friday's close, which I actually can't remember what we did Friday. Last Friday, I actually cannot recall what we did. Kind of sideways. So we got a lot of news coming out this week, though. The rest of the week, we have, I'll just show the whole thing. We got JOLTS jobs tomorrow, weekly employment change. I don't know why it still says tentative. That's actually pretty interesting. JOLTS jobs at 10 tomorrow, and then Wednesday is the big news day. We have Fed funds rate and FOMC projections in the afternoon, which is what's going to be really, really moving the market. I am very excited to see how that day goes. Usually the morning is a complete dud because everybody is waiting for those news events, that news to come out later in the afternoon. And then Thursday, we also have some more red folder news. So very interesting to see how the rest of this week plays out. Today was just very, very difficult with, like I said, price just being in two very different positions. It makes it very hard to try and trade that. Bullish SMTs are great. Bearish SMTs are great. When you have both of them, both on the 5 minute and both being super strong, it makes it really hard. And in all honesty, I didn't think the DOL, the draws of liquidity to the downside were like the greatest compared to the upside being the 4 hour. We did have London lows, Asia lows, and then the previous day lows. But I mean, I didn't even think we were going to make it there, but we did have a lot of low resistance liquidity to the downside, which we ended up banking out. I did like the low resistance liquidity. Yeah, we had all this right here on the 5 minute. Here we see from New York into this session here, all this liquidity just get absolutely ripped through. So would have been nice. I know a lot of people probably were top ticking this 4 hour move, and it obviously it did not happen. I think it was 6 points away. from that being filled, and whatever, you have like a 10 or 15 point stop loss from doing that top tick move. But yeah, I mean, today was just a disaster. Index is so far apart, not super clean. Even the 5 minutes, like we have this nice flip to the downside, I guess, after forming a huge doji candle, after not taking this 4 hour high, after having a bearish and a bullish S&T. It's like I'm not a big fan of trading against it if it's not in my favor, and I'm not very big on trading on it, even if it is in my favor, if we have an opposing one. So it just makes it difficult. It just makes that displacement so much slower, because that you have to wait until that bearish SMT gets disrespected of the bullish one. It was just not the best today. So very messy, took nothing today. Just stayed patient, sat on my hands.